when we have a wheelbase and basically a top, okay, then we have to play with the front overhang and the back overhang to make sure that we can change the proportion of the car according to what we have to put inside the car. Okay. Hey guys, can you hear me well? Just let me know. I think you can hear me. No problem. Okay, I checked because now I'm a little bit lost with all this technology. All right. So if we have a front end, okay, that is like this one, and then we have our windshield here, then when we get to this point, we can do several things. Okay, thanks, Michelle. We can do several things, you know. We can make a car that is very short, okay, like that, and the proportions are correct. We can make like we used to do, you know, like we used to do some years ago. Today it's less. We don't do those anymore. But until a few years ago, you would take the same body and you would make a sort of third volume, okay, changing only this part, okay. So you would have the front door, then you would, you know, you would put another door, and then you change from here to here, you change the back block, and then you can make also something that is more like that, which is a sort of brake, okay. So the idea is that I get the same wheelbase, okay, the same front part, okay, from here to here, and then I change the back according. Now, this wheelbase I made is too short, I know. We can see that the wheel should be here, okay. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my pencil, and I will redo the exercise so that we can do it really well. Okay, so first wheel, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and I put the other wheel here. So I put my shadow. Let's say that I make my front. Let's make a front like today. Very squarish. Let's say that my windshield starts there. So maybe the windshield should be a little bit more over here. So if this is my first door, then I will have a second one that is gonna be here. So this is usually when we do cars that have a lots of carryover parts in terms of architecture, you know, so the architecture is the same, the platform is the same, the wheelbase is the same. Automatically, lots of those parts are the same. So you understand that this is a way to save money. Then we can change the back. In some cases, we have the same back bumper that we just move, okay? And we can use the same one with a longer back. In some other cases, the bumper is completely leaning, just like the back part, the back side. So you can have a car like that, and then you can have a car like that, you see, with a very long back overhang, or from here you could do this and you have a three-core car. For example, if we look at this three-core shape, it's a nice proportion, it's not that bad. You see, but we can add this and make it like a brake car. You see? Then of course we will have a pillar like that. The other one here, a center one. So we will have an A pillar, B pillar, C pillar. Okay. In some cases we also have a D pillar. For example, here it could be, and this is glass. It depends on the size. If the car is really big, this one will change. It's not like I did. It will be a lot bigger, and therefore you need another glass in the back. Michelle, please tell me if I answer to your question, if it's clear to you. So now what I would like to do is make a real nice one. Three-core. Yes, and I would like to have the representation of the three-quarter back. Okay, we will do that. Don't worry. Now I'll do. I would like to complete this because it looks like a nice proportion. You see, I trace to make a clean one. So this is, wait, let me put this over here. So it's out of the way. Oh, thanks, Dimitri. Thank you. So we got our nice cappuccino today. 4 euros, it's like a cappuccino in France. So thank you very much. Grazie. All right, now that I do that, I'm looking at this, okay? And I think that there is a problem. This point is too high compared to this one. And this one looks right. You see? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this down. Like this. Now it's much better. Thanks. This is great. Let me see what I can do. Acceleration, simulate, supprimer, bloquer, masquer, ajouter en tant que modèle. Okay, great. Thank you, Dimitri. Thank you. So now let's make a very nice C pillar, you know, like the BMWs. They are really, really nice. Very elegant. So we have this line here. Then this line should come down here. Now, one thing I want to tell you is that when I sketch, you know, I have those lines in my head, and the creativity, you know, the ideas, they just come like that. So that's what should happen to you too. So let me fix this. I'm working on proportions now. Eh? All right, so I put a little bit of lines for reflections, just a little bit, so that I get an idea. I put my very light, my door, so that I get also here another proportion, which is very important. Okay, so now we have a car. Okay, Dimitri, yes. Thank you very much. You too. Have a good weekend. Ciao, Rodrigo. So for those that want to see my watch, okay, this is the Toma. That's for Ellencamp, Leicester. Okay, now you can see probably better. It's a very nice watch. There is a video on my other channel. Just in case you don't know, there is another. I have another channel which is called Watches for Passion. I will write to you here. Maybe you would like also to subscribe to this channel. It's called Watches for Passion. Okay, here on YouTube, and you will recognize my voice. So I make nice videos with really close up to check details and stuff, and you'll discover everything about this watch. Okay, now that I have that, let's use some markers, okay? Let's see, you know. Thanks, Lester. Thank you. Anyway, guys, I want to apologize for the problem I had with the camera before. I know that must be annoying for you to stay there, wait without anything happening. And that's not nice. This means that I will leave this camera here and I will not use my telephone anymore because I don't want to find myself in another situation like today. Shame on me. All right, nice. Now, I want to tell you one thing. This is copy paper, okay? So it's very cheap paper. But as you can see, the Copic markers work really well on this paper. So this is something that you have to consider because this is really cheap. And if I use chart pack, this one, they will not work on this paper. They will bleed a lot, believe me. That's why I'm not using this one. I tried already and it was a mess. Okay, so here let's put a little bit of side air intake here. And then down here we can put, I don't know, like a light, a red light here. Okay, in the back there. So what I will do, I will take my red marker, the Chinese one, and I put the little red there. Okay, now I take another marker, a light one, okay, let's say number 4, okay, always copy, and I will do the reflection on the body. Now, this is my bone line, okay, my character line. This one is a little bit dry. Okay, I have to use another one. I'll take a number 5. I think it's gonna be better. Okay, not bad. Now we have a car. I will do something here so that this will look much, much better. And the bottom part, of course, is going to be kind of dark because it's in shadow. Now, always with the same marker, I go and I make the darkest part of my reflection, okay? You see, I'm trying to make a transition between dark and light. Down here is darker, it's in shadow. Okay, and then here a little bit darker, like that. Now I take my dark number 10, the one I used before, and make a little bit of front windshield. You see? And I will do the same thing for the back window. There you go. A little bit the top with the gray. You see, I'm putting the door cuts so that we have a better feeling of the proportion. Okay, so what do you think so far? Now we're gonna make the 3/4 back view of this, okay? And to do that, I'll take my Canson marker paper because it's more transparent. So I will show you how we do it. You see, you can see through. That's a great help. So I take, Michel, look at this. I put underneath on my new paper. Then I move a little bit my sketch. Wait a second. You can do this way at home, okay? You can take this, this type of scotch. Put your finger so it doesn't stick too much. That's something I learned in school. You put it there. You see? So that you are sure that they don't move. Okay, so I put my fingers on the glue so it doesn't stick too much. And then I put it here. You see? Now they are together. They don't move. Okay, so I make the points. So that's my point. And now I take this off. It's too much. It's much easier that way. Okay, now we have our field free and we can make it. Okay, okay, Michelle, don't worry. I will just show you. Just wait a second. Just a second. Look, I put this wheel here. Okay? All the lines are horizontal. Look, even the shadow. Okay? Then I put the other wheel in the back over here. So I take my wheelbase and I move it back because I am turning that way the car. And I put it here. And this one will be a little bit more. So if I take this line here and this one here, can you see the third volume? So we have our wheel here. The other one is here. So our light was here. We're gonna make it all the way there. Okay, so I'll take my number 10 and I'll make my shadow. Now I put the reflection on the back glass. You see? Now we have a three-quarter back. Yeah, Michelle, you see, this is easy. The most important thing that you have to remember is that in this perspective, because we are not tilting the plane remains exactly perpendicular to the ground, so it's just turning like that, okay? All the lines are horizontal, so no vanishing point. That's why it's easier. The only thing you have to remember, the center of your wheels, okay, for the shifting of your wheelbase, that will be there. You see, the center is here and the center is here, exactly this one. You see? And remember, here will be bigger space and here will be less space. Okay? All right, let's put a little bit of, to finish a little bit this. Okay. So how was the real design? Okay, the real design was like that. And then we have this. Now I'm translating the section, okay? And then I had a little bit of inside and then like that. You see? All right. So that's my center line here. Okay, so let's take a number 5, like before, and let's make few reflections so that we can complete this quick sketch. Now you see that line is a little bit round. It's simple. It has to be that way because the section is that way. So the reflection will never be straight. It will follow a little bit the roundness of the back. You know, that cylinder. Okay. So now we have, you know, now we have the reflections. Now I let it dry and then I'll make the second, how can I say, the second, for the second time I will put my marker so that I get the darkest part of the reflection. Let's do it. Underneath here, it's really dark. Here we have just a line that is a little bit darker. Then in this area it will be a little bit darker. Here will be dark. Okay, now we have a better feeling of the three-dimensional part of this car. I will take very light blue. No, this is not light, this is dark. This one. Okay, also this one is okay. I'm making the sky tone, you see? I'm mixing a little bit to get that sky tone coming down. A little bit in this area, of course, and a little bit on top of the car. Therefore, the back and the top of my hood. Not bad. It's coming. Now I take a little bit of violet, very light. You see this violet, lila. And I really put it a little bit here in this area. In a way that we can see it, we can perceive that there is that violet there. A little bit there. Nice. Okay, ciao Michel. Ciao, have a good weekend. All right, so now we did that. What do we want to do? First of all, I want to make sure that my section is clear. Therefore, I draw again my cut line and I try to do it correctly. Okay? I mean, I am a little bit more careful about my cut lines. Then I go here, the B pillar. Do the same thing. There's a little bit of radius because this is a cylinder here. And then comes out. And then the last one, it's gonna be this one. You see, now we have the doors, which is nice. Okay, I change pencil. I take the other one. I take this one because this one gets darker. Because now what I want, more contrast. So here, for example, you see, I'm going really dark. Now that light looks much, much better. I work a little bit the outline to make it a little bit better. Some lines. You see, now it's more defined. Now you can see much, much better. Now let's see what can we do down here. For me, here we should look what I do. You see, I'm sort of opening the back bumper, the lower part, to make it look like there is an aerodynamic aero wing then down there, you know, diffuser, something like that. I don't know if you are sketching with me, but I hope you are doing so, because it can help you to do the step-by-step following, you know. Now there is a little bit of transparency effect there. I help. Now I'm modeling. Look, I'm changing the section there. You see? Now I take my white and I will put the highlight there. Look. You see? A little bit of highlight on the lights, the backlight. And now the last touch, it will be to put few highlights. I always try to make those highlights in elliptical shape, okay? Okay, so now a little bit on the light. and a little bit here. Okay, while you watch, I go wash the brush because it's dirty. I need to wash it. Okay, so what do you think? Let me know. Write down. Write few comments. Okay, so this is an example. Now, in this perspective, the wheel, of course, has to follow the perspective. So the center of the real wheel, it's gonna be here. Look. Now I take my Copic marker and I just put a little bit of shadow. Like that. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Here I am. Let me take this away. I will show you. Here it's the workout today. So it's pretty good, not that bad. It's a quick exercise to show you, how you take a side view, and as Michelle was asking, make it into a 3/4 back in an easy way, because this perspective is not very complicated. Okay, all right. Okay, if you don't have any questions, I think that we finished for today. All right. So thank you very much again to Dimitri for the cappuccino offered. All right, thank you very much. If you are new, you can subscribe to this channel, of course. If you want to become a member, just choose the button there that says join this channel. You'll discover. Thank you, Lester. Thank you very much. So I wish you a very good weekend. Thank you very much. See you next week. And of course, stay tuned because there are new videos coming for the coming week. All right? Great. Thank you. Ciao. Grazie.